I'm doing the laundry. Do you love me more now?
I really appreciate the invite to church, but I don't really want to go. You really don't love me anymore, do you, God?
Do you love me now?
I am so mad at you right now. How am I going to forgive you for that? I mean, really, what the hell? God, you don't love me anymore, do you? Do you love me now? You know, I just cannot believe that I went and did it again. I tell God all the time I'm not going to do it again, and I did it again. God, you don't love me anymore, do you? Do you love me now? Is this how you view God's love for you? If you do something good, you're on his good side and he loves you oh so much. But if you do something bad, then you question his love for you. This is pretty much how I have viewed God most of my life. And if I'm honest, I still view God that way sometimes. I really thought he was just an angry judge and he was just up there pretty much waiting for me to mess up. I'm pretty much just waiting for him to withhold his love from me. I've learned that I was wrong. God is not like that at all. He actually loves me and loves you no matter what you do, no matter what you think, or no matter what you say. He even loves you if you don't believe in him. I don't know about you, but it kind of sounds a little bit too good to be true. The reason I think that it sounds too good to be true is because it's very difficult to find a human being that's going to love you the way that God does. So, how do we know that God loves us that much? And how do we know that He loves us without condition? We know because God was willing to send His one and only Son to the earth to die for us. And what's crazy is He did it knowing full well that you would reject Him. He also did it full well knowing the sins that you were going to commit in your lifetime. I am working on pursuing my divine design, and I'm here to help you find yours. So, tip number 6 into leaning in and finding your divine design is to understand God's love for you. That is a quest that I have been working on for a very, very long time. It's very hard to unlearn some things that you've been believing about God for a long time. So, how do you get to know God's love for you? Well, one of the ways that I have been learning how to do that is through my love language. If you've never heard of love languages, well, then I suggest that you look for the book Love Languages by Dr. Gary Chapman. My love languages are personal touch and gifts. That's a couple of the ways that I like to be loved. So, what are some of the gifts that God has given me? He's given me a body, He's given me a mind, He's given me 5 senses, He's given me a husband. He's giving me children, grandchildren. He's given me the birds. He's given me the trees, the beautiful green grass. So, what I do, knowing that gifts is one of my love languages, I think, well, what are the gifts God has given me? And that helps me understand God's love for me more. Another one of my love languages is physical touch. So, I think, well, what has God given me that I can feel His touch? It could be a hug from my grandson. It could be a hug from my husband. It could be a hug from my daughter. It could be the wind in my hair when I'm standing at the beach. It could be stepping into the ocean water when it's super hot outside and the ocean is cool to my skin. So I just start looking for ways that God is loving me through my love language. So, what is your love language? My challenge to you is figure out what your love language is, and then see if you can figure out the ways that God is loving you through your love language. Because to me, it makes sense that He would. He would love you in the ways that you like to be loved.